My name is Nyaneng Simon Tut. I'm a South Sudanese, but I was born in Kakuma refugee camp. I was brought to Nairobi at a very young age due to some insecurities that my mother had. And so that's why we had to relocate to Nairobi. And since then, I've been staying here in Nairobi. I do have siblings. Some of them are in South Sudan. Some of them I left back in Kakuma, and some of them I'm here with them. And so my mother had to go back home to South Sudan because she is our breadwinner. There are so many challenges that we face as refugees. The primary one being education. And then there are the secondary ones where your mental health comes in. I mentioned that I don't live with my mother. And as a young teenage girl, we all wish to be living with our mothers. Living apart becomes a difficult thing because you actually really need them to be there so that they can guide your steps in everything that you're doing. With the siblings and the family members, we have siblings smaller than us or younger than us. And so most of the times they'll start asking questions like, why are we not living with our parents? Where is mom? Why is this not happening this way? And so we get to answer questions that we don't even have the answers to. Another challenge is there is the stereotype that we get as refugees, knowing that you're not home. And so living in Kenya has its good sides and also has had its ups and downs. Education-wise, I can say I was pretty much lucky because I was born in the era where free education was introduced in Kenya. I've gotten the best of education that I can actually need because I have been in school without being sent home. But when I got to high school, things became a little bit hectic. I dropped out at around 2016. And so I stayed out for 2 years, 2016 and 2017. I got lucky and I finished my Form 4 in 2022, March. Since then, I've not been able also to enroll in a prestigious university as everybody would want to. I've just been trying to find scholarships, and that's why I found SNHU, sponsored by JRS, which has been of great help to me. It's helping me pursue communication, something that has always been my dream. I will say that the only achievement I have as a girl, let me stereotype it that way, is not being impregnated at a young age. Most people believe that the South Sudanese ladies who are in Kenya, they don't get to finish their Form 4. And if you go outside there, a man calls you and you just fall into the wrong trap and then you get pregnant. For my fellow young ladies, what I can tell them is that there is still hope. It is not by choice that we are in our different host countries, but we should know that we will still go back home. Everybody wants to have that feeling of, I'm home. And so to the ladies, the struggles are many. And nobody can promise us that the struggles are going to end. They're still going to be there. But we just need to set our minds psychologically and mentally to know how we are going to walk through them and persevere through them till we make something of ourselves.